It's a kick for me to be surrounded by so many strong labor leaders and members. This is neat for me. You're looking at a United States Steel member, workers, 1955. Republic Steel, Canton, Ohio. I have never crossed a picket line. And if you... You think I'm bragging? I am. I believe in the values that are so expressed in this room. I believe I am among an assembly of people of conscience. And I believe we are the group. There's nothing vain about this. We are the most ethnically diverse. We are the first ones out of the gate to help somebody like William Gobitis, a little helpless little kid who's trying to do right by his parents. We're the party that's most likely to be there. And now here we find ourselves at the beginning of the 21st century dealing with maybe as big a crisis to this Republican, national, democratic experiment called the United States of America. We look up now to see that all those egghead lawyers who preceded us and said that the Constitution is a living thing are right. And if it's a living thing, it also can die. And if we let these radicals in the White House get away with anything else, we're going to have a gasping United States Constitution, and it's something we can give the rest of the world. It's a fabulous document. But before we start preaching, we have to adhere to its principles ourselves. We didn't do that. We didn't do that in the run-up to this war. Every major metropolitan newspaper in this country supported this war. Imagine. Only 23 members of the Senate voted no. 133 members of the House voted no. These are the people who should get the statues. You know, you have to go back to October 2002. October 2002, you have to remember how angry we were. This is less than a year after 9/11. We were so mad we couldn't spit. We spent $700 million a year on things that go boom, and 19 guys with box cutters brought us to our knees. And we wanted to get, in October 2002, it seemed to me that everybody wanted to bomb something. And these congressional members stood up, leaned into the wind, and said no. A huge moral decision. A fabulous expression of moral courage. My parents were Democrats. So were my grandparents. You know, you don't forget whatever you get in childhood and as you mature. There has never been any question in my mind about where America and America's values can be found. I believe it is in this party, and I believe now we are prepared to go out there and bring America home to the vision of the framers. It's such a great idea, this Constitution. We should be sharing it with the rest of the world. Not violence and bombs, not dropping bombs on crowded cities at night. We bombed for Grenada, for God's sake. And the American people stood there. We're going to stop taking the abuse we take. We have a right to be angry. We're going to say, that's it. We resent this kind of insult, and we reject it. And we're going to remind everybody once again that we are the patriots We believe in the framers, in their vision, in their wisdom. We believe in the United States Constitution. I am so glad I'm here. I feel I'm among friends. I had a hell of a good time. Thank you very much, everybody. Donahue. Donahue.